Hey guys, and welcome back. Today we're talking about algebraic expressions. Hello again, my name is Franck. If you're new here, I encourage you to like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone you think might benefit from it. Alright, let's just jump into it. Algebraic expressions are combinations of numbers and variables using operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, addition, power, or roots. And roots are simply powers that can be written as fractions. And so when we're talking about numbers here, we're going to be dealing with only real numbers, no complex numbers, and also a variable would be a letter that is used to represent a number. As examples, here are a couple of algebraic expressions. You have x plus 5, x squared plus 2x minus 7, the square root of x plus 1, x plus 5 divided by x squared plus 2x minus 7, and you have 2 to the power of x plus 1. Now, the first two expressions here are very particular. Those are known as polynomials. So you have x plus 5 and x squared plus 2x minus 7 as polynomials. And then the next one here is called a radical expression because it has a radical. So the root on top of the expression here is called a radical. And the third one here is a rational expression. The rational expression has a numerator and a denominator, and they are both basically polynomials. So that's what makes this one a rational. It's a polynomial divided by another polynomial. The last expression here is an exponential expression, and it's called that because the power contains a variable x. So that's what makes it an exponential expression. An algebraic expression is made out of terms, and terms are simply expressions that are separated by pluses or minuses. So in the examples x squared plus 2x minus 7, this particular expression has three terms. So the first one is going to be x squared, the second one is going to be 2x, and the third one is going to be 7. And so each of those terms have particular things we want to talk about. The first one, x squared, the 2 on top there is called a power, and of course x is the variable. Now the next one, the expression 2x, the 2 in front of the x is called a coefficient because it's sitting in front of an x variable. And the last expression, 7, which is not sitting next to any variable, will be called a constant. So you're going to have variables, powers, you're going to have numbers sitting in front of variables called coefficients, and then numbers without variables next to them called constants. And an equation is going to be built by putting an equal sign between two expressions. So again, if you have two expressions next to each other and you put an equal sign between them, that's how you form an equation. So an example of that would be x plus 5 equals x squared plus 2x minus 7. That's an equation. And last thing that we need to talk about is the type of things you can do with an expression. One of the things you can ask is to evaluate the expression, which simply means to reduce an expression made of numbers to its simplest form. You can also be asked to simplify an expression, which would mean to reduce the expression to its simplest form. Or you could be solving for x, which means to isolate the x variable on one side of the equation. So let's take an example in the first one here. So to evaluate an expression, let's say I give you an expression like the square root of x plus 1, and I say to evaluate the expression when x equals 3. Then your job will be to replace the x variable in the expression with 3. So remember that those variables are sitting in for numbers. So when you're given a number and you're asked to evaluate the expression, you just have to plug it in and see what you get. So here we're going to have the square root of 3 plus 1, which is going to give us a square root of 4, which is equal to 1. And that's done with the evaluation of the expression. Next thing, let's see how to simplify 1. So if I give you an example like x squared plus 3x plus 7x minus 4 plus 7, and I ask you to simplify the expression, this would simply mean to combine the like terms together. So you have x squared here, and that's the only x squared you have, so that's going to be by itself. And then you have 3x and 7x. So those are like terms because they have the same variable, although the coefficients are different. So you can add up the coefficient together to make one expression out of those two and get 10x. And the last thing that we need to do here is just combine all the constant. And so you're going to have minus 4 plus 7 giving you 3. Lastly, if you are asked to solve for x in an equation, let's say 2x plus 7 equals 3, then all you have to do here is isolate the variable x so that it's on one side of the equation. So you're going to have to remove the 7 there and push it on the other side. So you're going to have 2x equals to 3 minus 7, which will give you 2x equals to negative 4. And that will give you x equals negative 4 divided by 2, which gives you finally x equals negative 2.
Alright guys, that is it for now. The link for this note is always going to be in the description below. If you like this video, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Also, follow me on my other social platforms on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter at Franck's Note, and I will see you in the next video.